Hey guys, it's Zach here, and today we're unboxing Scream Factory's 2021 release of King Kong 1976. This rendition of the story is one of my favorites, and personally, I'm stoked to see Shout give it an all-star treatment. Of course, the first run came with Scream Factory's standard slipcover, featuring artwork by Hugh Fleming. I absolutely love this cover art, and regret missing out on getting the limited release poster. The backside has the usual release information, and underneath we have our case. Housing 2 discs total, this release features the theatrical cut on one disc and the extended broadcast television cut on the other. The sleeve is reversible, featuring the original poster work on the other side. As iconic as the original poster feels, I can't get over the newly commissioned artwork personally. With that, we've covered the physical aspect of the King Kong release, so let's go explore what is all on the disc. Our first and primary disc in the set features the theatrical cut of the film alongside the majority of the supplements for the release, grouped in a few ways. Before we get to the bonus videos, we have 2 new audio commentary tracks for the film. One featuring film historian Ray Morton, author of King Kong, The History of a Movie Icon, and the other featuring Rick Baker, designer and performer for King Kong in this film. Moving on to the various collections of bonus videos, our first group is a series of 6 videos with a total runtime of just under 50 minutes. These are brand new with this release, and each one features 1 or 2 crew members from the production of King Kong as they regale personal stories from working on and off set with the film. It's a great collection of interviews, from the assistant director to the PAs. They feature a wide range of crew and personnel, making each video unique and interesting. My personal highlight is the one titled, When the Monkey Dies, Everybody Cries. It features talks with Scott Thaler and Jeffrey Chernov, who were both PAs on the set, known as messengers at the time. They worked for producer Dino De Laurentiis, from driving him back and forth between the sets and his personal home, to being recruited and reconstructing the ending scene Kong for display in Italy. Their stories about working for De Laurentiis are informative, yet entertaining. Definitely worth checking out. Interview footage aside, Scream Factory also includes an abundance of bite-sized bonus features. Included is a nice collection of advertisements from the original 1976 release. We get 2 original trailers for the film, 7 original television spots, and my personal favorite, 3 radio spots for the film. These are so cool to me because advertising in this way just doesn't happen these days, and the cheesy monologue is always a treat.
The giant tomb of King Mausolus, the towering temple of Diana, the enormous statue of Jupiter, and now, the 8th wonder of the world, King Kong.
Scream Factory continues to pack this release with an insane amount of stills, photographs, artwork, and marketing material for the film, divided into 4 image galleries. Totaling at approximately 365 images, this is a full package for any collector interested in image galleries, and is definitely miles above most Blu-ray releases that include similar collections. Our final supplement on Disc 1 is probably my favorite. It's a collection of 3 commercials featuring various products related to King Kong. One is a toy cup with a plastic Kong inside that climbs as you sip. The next is a series of novelty glasses from a fast food tie-in, and the final video ad is my definite favorite as it promotes the now retired King Kong ride at Universal Studios. There's a new ride at Islands of Adventures to try and fill that void, but this original ride from the 90s will always hold a special place in my heart. With that, it looks like we've covered everything on Disc 1, so let's stomp on over to our second and final disc. One of the most notable inclusions to Scream Factory's release of King Kong is the extended television broadcast version of the film, using newly scanned 2K footage from the television internegative. With a runtime of just over 3 hours, this cut was originally pieced together and presented as a 2-part TV premiere to be broadcast over the course of 2 nights. The theatrical cut of the film runs about 2 hours and 15 minutes long, meaning the television cut has about 45 minutes of added footage. Unfortunately, I don't think the extended viewing time is worth the additions. Much of the extra footage is filler that adds nothing of substance, such as extensive scenery shots, or cutting shots a bit later to add extra time. the properly extended scenes don't add much of value either. Sure, any bonus footage of Kong destroying the city is great, but it's not worth slogging through the extension of watching him climb up the World Trade Center for twice as long. Any newly added scenes either confuse the pacing or were obviously cut in the first place for their lack of substance. All in all, it's very cool to have this cut of the film as an option, but I would probably only put it on as background, and not if I were intently watching the film. In addition to the television cut, we get 2 final supplements to bolster the second disc. The first is a King Kong panel discussion from the Aero Theater in 2016. The panel runs for about an hour and features Jack O'Halloran, Richard H. Klein, Rick Baker, Martha De Laurentiis, and Richard Kraft. Panels can be great, but I'm personally a bigger fan of set interviews and cleaner footage. It just keeps it tighter and more interesting that way. The final addition to this release isn't mentioned on the packaging, and is actually hidden on the main menu for Disc 2. If you move your highlighter all the way to the right, there's a hidden button in the shape of Kong. Choose this, and we're presented with clips of the original television bookends and spotlights from when the film was broadcast as a TV special. It's a throwback feeling for sure, and a neat inclusion to go alongside the newly scanned cut of the film. I barely caught it as is, and it's always a surprise when labels include a hidden bonus feature. With that, however, we've fully covered this release of King Kong 1976. I love the film, and Scream Factory certainly did it justice with this release. There's loads of brand new supplements to check out, and even a healthy amount of previous ones to beef up the packaging. Definitely pick it up if you're a fan of the King himself.